Reporting live in Upper Marlboro, I'm Tracy Wilkins. Back to you all in the studio.
Thank you, Tracy. Overtime costs at the D.C. Fire Department have nearly doubled just this last year, and it's costing taxpayers tens of millions of dollars. News 4's Mark Seagraves broke this story this afternoon on Twitter. He found out that in some cases, paramedics made more than $100,000 each just in overtime.
D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser and Fire Chief Gregory Dean celebrated the reopening of Engine 16 today after renovations to the historic firehouse in downtown Washington.
In just the last 2 years, 45 more firefighter paramedics have been hired, and we are planning to nearly double that number.
While the department has been hiring, the chief and mayor acknowledge the department is still short-staffed. And that's one reason overtime costs have nearly doubled in just 1 year, jumping from $12 million in fiscal year 2015 to $23 million in fiscal year 2016. And in the first 5 months of the current fiscal year, overtime costs are already at $9.5 million.
We're very focused on having the number of full-time personnel that we need to cover the city. The bottom line, though, is public safety is our first priority. So we're going to have the number of people in these firehouses and on our ambulances that we need.
The manpower shortage at the fire department has resulted in some firefighters earning tens of thousands of dollars above their salary. In one example, 2 paramedics were paid an additional $114,000 each in overtime last fiscal year. And so far this fiscal year, one of those paramedics has already earned $70,000 in overtime. Representatives for the Firefighters Union have been warning of the staffing shortages for years.